The coronavirus pandemic is stressful for so many of us. The fear and anxiety over this new disease can be overwhelming. In the final segment of our In the Know mental health series, we chat with Dr. Mike Roubicek, a local therapist who breaks down the struggles we're all feeling with COVID-19. Thank you so much to Dr. Mike Roubicek for joining us. Doctor, I can't even imagine, how COVID has affected your line of work. Talk to me about how everyone's mental health has changed and what challenges we're up against because of this pandemic.
I think part of the challenge is that that's a big overall global question. So if we break it down into a couple of pieces, if you look just at COVID itself, the people are afraid of infection. They are hypervigilant about symptoms. They are worried about potential illness and possible death. So their physical health and well-being, that's the big challenge. And then you look at the quarantine aspect. Because of those, if you get a positive test or if you have symptoms, then again, you have to quarantine or isolate. And so then you will lose association, you lose income from work, you lose your daily routine. It's just a big kind of thing, just the physical aspect. So we're just seeing the longer that this goes on, people are troubled, people are nervous, worried, anxious. If you already have existing mental health problems, then things again are just getting worse for you in those particular areas. If you're already dealing with depression or if you're already struggling with panic attacks or what have you, then this just turns the volume up and exacerbates that even further for people.
So what can we do to cope with all of this stress?
I think you see that kind of surge activity in our world, in our arena today, because the places that are open where people can go, they go. So you're finding the Lowe's and the Home Depots busy because people are gathering gardening things. They're gathering woodworking projects. The fabric stores are seeing increases in people because we can get crafts and things to do at home.
Doctor, have you ever seen or experienced anything like this where you are seeing an influx of the stress surrounding, something so large as this? And what do you foresee in the future? Because it sounds and seems like this pandemic is not going away anytime soon.
I have not seen this kind of lengthy, intense, tragic kind of experience. We've all been through, for example, we just passed the anniversary of 9/11. So we've seen big things happen in our world that have had sizable impact that has lasted. But that impact was from an event. This is an impact that goes on day after day after day after day. And so you see some people who are reeling from that, and so they disregard. You see people not wearing masks and not distancing. They can't handle managing this kind of craziness that we're living in. And so it's been a very difficult new thing for all of us. We talk about the new norm, and there's no new norm. Tomorrow's norm is going to be different from yesterday's. And so people are just really beside themselves. And so those who are managing, who are dealing, who are handling, I think they're finding some creative ways to interact, follow a plan, add some structure to your life, and get organized, because those things help us feel a sense of control in this place where we feel such a lack of control.
Great advice, Doctor. We're all in this together. Thank you so much for your time.
You're welcome. My pleasure to be with you today.